they were those were 63-mile-an-hour trucks, but they were still complaining about fuel. Now I'm down there in Texas at 104 degrees outside, but you're not moving me right now, so the truck's idling. I'm not going to melt inside this truck. I said, please get the idle down. Please move my truck.
Yeah.
That's the way. So there's fuel consumption always. No safety issues. Not anything speed wise. Routing or going out of the fuel solution route.
Yeah.
So it all came down to fuel consumption, and I was like, you've got to be kidding me.
Yeah, because that's what it's all about, and that's the thing that is the when I joke on there, so I say the rebirth, the re-education. The idiot looks at that as, oh, he's just being funny. No, you are literally miseducated. If you follow the way a mega carrier wants you to run for their super squeezing every penny out of everything, you're clinically insane when it comes to trucking.
Yeah.
You have no idea how to drive a truck.
No, you're right. That's that steering wheel holder mentality. You go and do exactly what they tell you to, even if they're wrong. And a lot of times, they're just damn wrong.
And they're teaching you methods that matter if you got 1,000 trucks.
Yeah.
If you save 2-3/4% on fuel by doing this, that means nothing to you if you own one truck. But to them, Prime owns 7,000.
Yeah.
So if they get each person to do a 2-3/4%, it may add up to $300,000-$600,000.
Right. Absolutely.
But you as an owner operator, you're doing these things that it doesn't matter, bro. It literally does not. That's why I tell people, if you're getting the right loads, fuel means nothing.
Right. Just like hauling frac sand. Fuel means nothing. Sit there and idle all day. You just made a killing. You just made 10 grand.
Exactly. I'm hauling right now. Lil Sean doesn't put us nothing under $2.60. Average will be close to the threes. I can run 1,500 miles for a week and make more than the person doing 3,400 miles. I don't really care about fuel. I just don't, because once you get caught up in fuel, you can put yourself in a lot of crazy situations because you're trying to, you either push into a certain place to get a fuel at a certain place. Me, all I care about is being on time.
Yes, on time.
If I'm on time, I'm happy. Now, could I be more methodical and probably squeeze an extra $226 out of my week? I probably could.
But that's also the runner mentality. Like I see you and LaShawn. You are two different personalities.
Absolutely.
The runner.
Yeah.
There's probably 4 different stages of a truck driver, and the runner will get it done. Get the hell out of the way. We don't need to hear from you. We don't need nothing from you. We know where we got to go. We know where we got to be. We know what time. Thank you.
Fire and forget.
Fire and forget. Then you got the hand holders. Then you got the baby's mamas. Then you got the nightmare.
Yeah.
The nightmare guy.
Who complained about everything that happened.
Why
are you sending me to snow?
Or the cowboy.
Yeah, the one that's not scared of nothing.
Oh, but you can't do nothing. He ain't scared of nothing. But he'll certainly tell you what he can do. But when it's time to get up in the morning, he can't do that.
No.
You're already gone. You're there picking up your
He can go down a mountain 100 miles an hour.
Backwards.
And don't even be... This is my thing about that.
With his finger in the air.
How do you mentally do that and not be scared?
I've been doing it for 11 years. There ain't no time that I am not cautious or tense. As soon as I step inside of a truck, my pressure, the pressure, that constant pressure that we feel, it's always there. But then when you start doing mountain stuff,
it's even worse.
Tighten up.
Do you feel... So you still feel the appropriate amount of fear
Absolutely.
going down a mountain in the middle of the winter?
Yeah, absolutely.
Have you seen, and I always say it's the flathead Peterbilt guys, because those are the ones with the testicles big enough to do it.
With the bull balls on the back.
Yes. Have you seen these guys going 60 miles an hour in the winter down curves on a mountain?
I've seen them hit the side of those mountains. There's always a FedEx or a UPS hauling doubles. Just in a day cab.
Flying.
And I'm sitting there, not even jake brake. I'm in manual or I'm down in low, just cruising right on down. And then I said, and you hear it on the CB. Oh, this one's going to eat it. You hear people. Oh, this one's going, and you see it, and then they go right inside the mountain.
And this is my thing. My average mountain descent is a pander between Jake brake manipulation. It's
Sure.
a pander between 35 to 50 miles an hour max. And when
Yeah.
I hit almost 46, 47, that's when I apply the brake
Apply
a
the
little
brake.
bit. But sometimes you find that good sweet spot where it'll just sit at 42,
Yeah.
43 miles an hour all the way down the hill.
Absolutely.
But
That sweet spot.
that sweet spot, and you're just cruising, everything's lovely.
Good to go.
But I've had guys tip my truck to the right when they pass me.
Yeah.
And you're thinking in your mind, they used to tell me Melton, if you're scared, go home.
You better be scared.
And I told him, because I'm scared, I'm going to make it home.
That's right.
There's no way I still slow down on curves, on flat
Sure.
land.
Absolutely.
Though Sean hates it.
He ain't in a hurry to get to the track, but when he's in the track, don't slow him
Yeah,
down.
exactly. How many times I came on and said he's late again?
Always late, but always ready to go.
Always late, but always ready to go. And he said, you're always rushing because I like to get it. Let's do it. Because my chill time is after I get there early.
Yes.
So I've looked at it like if I'm going to Texas from Virginia, I'm going to do ridiculous, crazy stuff to get there.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have 23 hours
To relax.
to BS.
Yeah.
And that's why when people say, well, how are you making money if you're going into the movies? I have a day. I get to go to the movies and rock climbing doors because I'm so early.
Yeah, I wasn't screwing around.
I wasn't screwing
I
around.
popped 650, 700 miles that first
650,
day.
700 miles, and I never stayed. Do you understand the person who stays in a sleeper for 14 hours a night?
No, it doesn't make sense to me because everything in my head, everything is get it done. It makes everybody in my life crazy. I know what I got to do. I got to go do it. Get it done because I know that as soon as I get that done, I can go make more money. It's my own self-challenge. And runners have that mentality. Not that we're better than anybody, because we're basically lunatics.
Yeah.
If we're sitting, we're insane.
Yeah.
We got to go.
You got to move.
Got to move all the time.
That's why I leave LaShawn.
You gotta-
I've left him 3 times today.
Yeah, he's still. I think he's probably still over. No, he's probably at the bar by now.
I told him, I said, he called me like, where are you at? I'm gone. Well, why didn't you tell me? Because then you would slow me down.
Yeah.
Because he's one of those people where it's like, all right, dude, we gotta be here. All right, well, first let me check the wind temperature. I don't care, dog. I want to go. Let's go now. No, let's go. That's why I'm always doing. I know he hates this. I'm always doing this because to remind him we have to go.
Yeah.
And he will procrastinate. And I said, how did you ever make money? You had to have had blackmail information on your DM.
Right.
To where you always had high paying loads. Because your personality is not indicative of someone who makes money in trucking. You know, because you don't move. And you're at prime. Where the loads are so tight, it's mind boggling.
Yeah.
How did you get on time? And he's like, oh, I just know how to do it or something like that. And the way I drive with Prime, they'd send you something that's late when you get it.
Yes. I did that a lot with Transport America. Everything, I was the fixer, so everything was late. And I had to go deal with customers. And I had to race and do all this other crap. I was always the fixer.
Did they pay you extra for that?
Yep. Not a
That's
dime.
what I hate about trucking.
No. I gotta go deal with the horse. I gotta go deal with the garbage.
Mm-hmm.
Take the attitudes from all these people because somebody else failed. But I'm gonna go get it done for you. But no, I never made another. I would go get Canada loads after that.
Mm-hmm.
Now there was some extra money involved in Canada loads, dealing with orders and all that stuff. Not a lot, but I go help somebody out. I go get a Canada run. Like, all right,
The Canada runs pay well.
yeah, they do all right.
I heard Canada runs aren't worth it, bro.
Canada run. Well, okay, now for you,
Mhm.
Canada runs are worth it.
Really?
Hell yeah. And I'm talking. I was talking to a couple guys earlier today. I mean, you can go make 11 grand going up to Alaska
Really?
in a heartbeat. Now you may not find anything coming out or make much coming out, but you already made 11,000 going up.
So you could head back to
You
Washington.
gotta come on back right into Washington, get back, post your truck up, and go. I mean, we're talking $11,000 to go up to Kansas
Well,
City.
how many days you talking about getting to Alaska?
Well, it depends where you're coming from. They were where was that load coming from? Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say Georgia. So you have to look at the mileage, and I think they're going to Anchorage. Just look at the mileage, and so you're talking about 11 grand a payoff just to get there. So get some garbage coming back.
Is that flatbed or is that
That's
period?
It can be just period. It can be whatever because they always need.
Because they
always have
freeze.
meetings.
Once they freeze over, they can't get nothing.
Yeah, they can't get nothing. So you got to get up there, and they'll pay you a high rate to get there.
Come on, but I'm a tropical person, man. Like, Jesus.
But it's $11,000.
Yeah, but it's negative 40 degrees,
Come on, man.
brother.
I know, but it's $11,000.
The first time I ever had a truck, I was going to, I was in Melton. They sent me to South Dakota,
Okay.
dead of winter. It was so cold that the screw on the inside of my sleeper had ice on it.
Mm-hmm.
The truck quit, froze over. I thought this was like some stuff that would happen on Star Trek. I'm like, you're telling me that it's so cold the truck can't move?
I understand.
What? Did you put the stuff in there? Yes, I put it in there. He said, it's probably just too cold, then you're screwed. Like, I don't want to tell you.
How about I don't want to die?
Yeah, why did you send me here if the temperature is too cold for machinery? No one should live here. And people were walking around in shorts.
Yeah, they're crazy. my fuel froze up in the, what was it, the Kenworth we had in Melton?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my fuel froze up, fuel line froze up, the filter froze up, and I was on a mountain in a blizzard, and I'd lost a cell phone, but I did have a little bit of data, but I lost Qualcomm as well. And I'm sitting there, and I slid back probably about 10 to 15 feet, and it locked, and everything froze. And it's probably still on my Facebook, but I put a call out because I had data, just a bar of data. And I put a call out on Facebook. I said, this is not a joke. This is where I'm at. This is the road I'm on. I'm 14 miles away from, because where the town I just left. I need help. And a lady in North Carolina contacted the Colorado Highway Patrol, and they came and found me.
Then they gave you a ride to a hotel?
No, they brought service guys out with a tow truck, and they reprimed everything, got it all unfrozen, and pulled me up, and I was able to get going. But that took like 3 hours.
Because Melton has a problem where they don't want to put skirts on the truck because the truck's gonna have to off road.
Yeah.
And they're actually right. With skirts, you end up ripping the skirt off.
Yep.
So now they're stuck between a position that without no skirts, there's no wind blockage. So
it just freezes.
It just freezes right on over.
Like crazy.
But what they could do is, which most companies, mega carriers, is too cheap to do, they could get the end tank heaters.
Yeah, they can.
But they won't do that.
No.
So you're trying to tell me, you know the situation. Why don't you just get the end thing heater? I don't understand.
Cost savings. It's all cost savings.
I mean, over 1,200 trucks.
Yeah.
That $1,200 option is a lot of money.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like, it is the worst feeling to freeze up. Like, it's just like, at least the bunk heater worked.
I had an APU on there, and that worked for about an hour. And then it got real scary because I didn't know if anybody was coming.
And you would have frozen down.
Yeah, I would have frozen to death. I would have frozen to death right there.
Because that's a thing in those areas, too. A person will break down in the car and be frozen solid by the time someone get to them.
Here's the kicker. After I got off that mountain and signed the paperwork and all that stuff, the next day not the next day. The next pay period, I was minus $685. They charged me for that. I was so mad.
They charge you for the tow?
They charged me for everything. For the gas, for the diesel that they brought out, for the repriming, the new filter, and for the kickstart up the hill. $680 some dollars. I said,
What did they say was unneeded?
Yeah, they said it's my fault. I shouldn't have drove. Is what they said. I said, you're always telling me I got to get it there.
Yeah.
So I was getting it there. And so $680.
And that's the thing that gives the companies a bad name.
Man.
And you get those cynical truckers who just hate everything about trucking. It don't matter what it's about.
I just lost 3/4 of my paycheck on something I was supposed to be doing.
And that's one thing about trucking I always see. It's always the driver's fault. That's why I would stop calling safety on issues. I would stop calling the company. And they say, well, why didn't you call? Because I said, all you're going to do is tell me it was me.
Yeah.
So what do I need to hear that for?
It's very convenient, that phrase, you're the captain of the ship. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I do know that.
I'm the captain of the ship, but you decide where I go.
Right.
You decide where I fuel,
Yeah.
but I'm the captain.
Right.
That makes no sense. If I was the captain, I would never stop in nowhere but Petros and TAs.
Yeah,
But you got me going to freaking Loves.
Yeah. It's the convenience of that statement.
Yeah.
When it works for them.
When it changes. So I got to the point where They were talking to me so nasty on the phone. I sent a call climb and said, "You've lost your privileges to talk to me on the phone.
Not fired.
Everything you do, you have to send on this call climb
That's
from
right.
now on."
Record.
And they went on that way for 4 months until I finally was at a terminal. They called me and it was like, "What's going on? Why can't anybody reach you?" I said, "There's nothing in my contract or something that says that you get to talk. What if I didn't have a cell phone? What would you do then?" There was trucking companies before cell phones.
Yes, there was.
You can talk to me through this call com. You can talk. But you want to talk to me wrong over that phone because no one's recording it. So you're going to talk to me on that federal document.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people don't know it's a federal document.
Yeah, and it's not sitting there at your company. It's sitting there at a server in California.
Really?
Yeah, but that's where it's sitting. They cannot edit, change, or do anything about that. It's sitting on a server in California, not owned by the company through the call com.
That's why an old guy told me, he said, if you don't think it's snowing or something, you don't feel comfortable driving, all you have to do is say one word in the call com, and that's safe.
Safety. And my safety is just use the word safe.
He said all you have to do is say I don't feel safe, and they will not do anything. They won't even be mad at you. They won't show you.
No.
They're just like, okay, what are you gonna do? Like, if you don't, then they'll say, oh, if you don't feel safe, I get it.
You want to test your safety department? Now I had safety come down to the dispatcher's area and really get up somebody's butt one time because I was a trainer for Werner for a while, and I told all my students, you have my number, you know who I am. If you're having a problem with your dispatch, call me, and if I can't help you resolve it, or if it's your fault or whatever, call me. And this guy was to be told to chain up. And I said, well, you learn how to chain, right? Yeah, but I don't feel safe with it. That's all I need to know, dude. Who's the DM? Mm-hmm. He said blah blah blah. I said, okay. What have you said to them? I said, I don't feel safe to chain up, and they're telling me to keep going. I said, stop. Conference call. Safety. This driver, blah blah blah, was my student 2 months ago. He's being told, even though he's already explained, I don't feel safe. He said, who's the DM? I said, blah blah blah. I said, hold on. And he kept me on. He was on the cell phone. Walked down there and said, you need to go and pack your stuff up. Get out of here. That's the only time that I ever heard anybody back up the driver.
The lawsuit behind that is ridiculous.
Yeah, because he's 2 months into driving. He's most likely going to die.
Yeah.
He's going to die.
I feel like he should be dead.
Yeah.
I tell people, they don't understand how dangerous this is. You can crash your truck, be pinned in there, and then catch on fire.
Yeah, nuclear in 0.3 seconds.
And now you're burning to death.
Yeah.
Alive. Like you.
Wait a wow.
Like you. That's
true.
That's why I tell people, why are you flying? I don't go unless LaShawn's whining about it. I don't go over 68 miles an hour.
Yeah, I think I got a 72 mile an hour truck. I'll top it out at 70 just to get around somebody.
Yeah.
That's it.
But when I want to relax and get some miles in, I'm 66, 70, 68 miles an hour. Yeah. And that's a comfortable speed. I can relax, get into what I'm doing, listen to a documentary, something like that, and I can just go. And the distance, the time I close the door. Another thing I tell people too, if you're trying to learn time management, stop going to truck stops. Because that takes 18 minutes just to go take a piss.
Yeah, just to get in line.
Yeah.
Then get up into the fuel line, and then maybe get past for that one.
I want to tell you to just take a piss on the side of the road. That takes 3 minutes, but it's unsafe. Hit the rest stop.
Yeah.
Pop in, piss, drive. That's a 6-7 minute top
6
situation.
minutes tops. You get in, get out. I've timed it my whole life.
Yeah.
Gone. I'm out. See ya.
I tell O'Shawn, he thought it was the creepiest thing.
And you don't even have to log it.
No.
Anything under 7 minutes? You don't have to log.
Just go.
Just go. Bye.
And I tell O'Shawn, we've been here longer than 16 minutes. He's like, you're timing it? Yes, I don't stop longer than 8 minutes before my break.
Right, gotta go.
I'm like, you're a psycho.
Well, okay, if there is nobody in that fuel island in front of you, it still shouldn't take you longer than 15 minutes. Fuel, get in, get your ticket, piss, or whatever, grab something to eat, and get out. Gone.
It should be a 9, 8, 10 minute thing tops. But if you're someone like LoShawn...
I love how we're just ragging on LoShawn.
It's the truth. I've been with him for this upon a time that I've just dissected him. He wants to know, what is the new GPSs of the month? And he'll just sit there and just... Oh, well, this one doesn't have this, and this doesn't have that. Why are we doing this?
He's shopping.
He's shopping. I'll check, and he's cheap. So he'll look at that one, and the next 3 states... he'll compare prices and taxes
Then go on Amazon and eBay, see what.
and pick it up on Amazon.
Right.
I said, why did we waste that much time to do that? He was like, you don't think about these things. I don't care.
Right.
As long as I want time, the sky could fall.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that matters. Now, once I stop, you can go check anywhere you want to go. Anything you want to do. But we used to call that melting cock gazing. Stop going to the truck stop and cock gazing and get down the road. Because you know those guys who go in there and watch TV just stand there.
Oh, yeah.
And they know everything about trucking.
Absolutely.
And they leave and get in the CRE one truck. I hate it, man.
Avoid them like the plague. Avoid them like the plague.
Up. Mr. Greg from Uber Freight is calling us. That's wild. We got a 53-minute interview with Jay Canell. Jay Canell, tell him what you got going on.
Well, we're here at the show. Tomorrow is the last day. It's been, I'm tired, but it's been fantastic. Met a lot of people, had a lot of interviews.
Mm-hmm.
So this was very good. I appreciate it very
No
much.
problem.
Good.
I'm one of those people that believe in the inter-community interviews.
Mm.
I've looked around. I don't see many people in trucking YouTube doing interviews.
No, I've seen the attempt been made. Not very well, though.
You know what I've noticed? Is when they do an interview, they got to be in the shot.
True.
They will point it at themselves and they're in it.
You're right back here.
Yeah, and that's not an interview. They don't take the time to buy the light. This is $150.
Oh, yeah.
That's it. And this stand it's on is $40 from Walmart.
Mm-hmm.
And that gives you this type of picture. You're dealing with I could go 4K, but for some reason it overheats when I do that. So.
Yeah, and YouTube only takes 1080 anyway.
Really?
Yeah. 4K. I got this because it was 4K. But
Really?
guess what? 1080 is also going to press down.
I got the RX 100. I'm about to get the AS 6500, which is basically this, but you can switch the lenses and it has an auxiliary.
Oh, I got that one.
Do you?
It's fantastic. It is 6. No, wait.
It's like 6,000. It's a 5500 series too.
50. I know I got 5600.
Okay.
Okay.
Now there's an argument that the difference in price, like you should just get the 5,000. There's not really that big of a difference.
I think mine retailed around 680.
$680.
I think somewhere in there.
Yeah, I think the A600 is like 12.
Yeah. Right.
But what the difference between is like software. It's not even actual.
Because my lenses would transfer over to your lenses. And all
Yeah,
that
it's just
stuff.
fine.
Yeah.
And maybe this one has an onboard focus that's better or something like that. I don't know. But I've just been buying stuff, and I just keep buying. That's all I use my YouTube money on.
Exactly.
And coming to stuff like this.
This is exactly what paid for this trip.
Me too.
AdSense. Yeah.
Everything I've spent on this trip, all these Ubers, all this room is gonna be after 3 days. It's gonna be like $600 or $700 plus food. I'm about to Uber back over there with Canal to go to Omni. All that's YouTube money. That's why I tell y'all that that's why I went to the Patreon, because YouTubers, truckers are always behind in the wave.
Yeah.
If you're paying attention to YouTube, every YouTuber they're leaning towards Patreon because of the changes in YouTube.
Yeah, and it's a good way as long as you're bringing value. I mean, a lot of people. Okay, I have studied this. I always, that I study YouTube. I study it always. And the biggest gripe coming out of people who say, "Well, it should be free." Well, nothing's for free.
Nope.
Well, okay, we're making a video. Okay, fantastic. Either support it or don't support it. That's up
Yeah.
to you. But the biggest gripe is from the people that don't like you.
Mm-hmm.
They just don't like you.
Then why do they watch?
Because they don't like you. I swear to you. Oh my God, man.
It's ridiculous.
If you look in your comments, it's not call it 60% of people that don't like you. They just want to be heard.
But they watch
Everything.
The people that don't like you support you better than anyone.
Yeah.
Because they don't miss a video.
They got to tell you where you're wrong. And honestly, people, YouTubers, we don't care.
No, we
That's
because
true.
you're still paying me
Yeah.
by watching.
Yes. And the 90%, I'll call it the 10% that hate us. The 90% just come on, watch the content, and go on about their day, and they enjoy it.
Yeah, it helps them get miles through.
It's ear butter while they're rolling down the road. Long live feeds.
Mm-hmm.
People love it because they just put it in their ears, drive.
And they can knock an hour out.
Knock an hour out. They're like, thanks. Don't care. Never leave a comment. Probably never leave a like. Doesn't even matter. They got something for that day.
Yeah.
Kill an hour of their time. but it's always going to be that 10% to just tell you that you suck.
Oh yeah,
Your
everything
life
about you. Your
sucks.
face is terrible.
I hate your existence in my planet.
You're a homosexual.
Whatever.
Like, whoa. I said, if we're talking about trucking, how do we even get there?
I'm not in a gay bar.
Yes, like
What
you
happened?
shift wrong in your game. Like, whoa, okay, that doesn't fit, but we'll just use that then. All right. And it's one of those situations with the two men teaming.
Oh god. Yeah.
You would have thought that we're wearing dresses. There were whole expose videos on our sexuality.
Do they start memeing you?
I mean, people made 30-minute long videos. If you look up F Trucker Brown,
You guys are famous.
they're making expose videos on our sexuality.
That's awesome.
Because we're team. I would never team with a man. How'd you get your license?
Yeah,
You had to train in a
You didn't
phase.
just jump out the Cracker Jack
No,
box.
and you're driving.
Look at my license.
And what kills me about Americans is that the Albanian, the Russian, the Asian, and the Arab ones are killing us with money because they team owner op.
Absolutely.
We've all seen the white Volvo with the white extra lease trailer, and it's usually a Arab dude getting out of it.
Right. The Sikh or the Sikh, is it the Sikh brothers or?
I don't even know their name.
I've seen quite a few of them, and
Yeah.
it's the full turban and everything.
Full turban, and they drive team. The Asian people do it too. Anyone who's foreign, who comes here, look at the numbers and put two and two together. They do that.
Yeah, their wife will get a CDL just so they can do it, or
Yeah.
their brother, or their cousin, or something.
But
It's all family.
But why with Americans that we can't do that?
Big baller holler ego. I can do it on my own.
And I would say per capita, if you actually set the owner ops next to whatever foreigners that come,
Mhm.
I would say the foreigners are probably making more money.
If they're with the right company, well, they actually normally do get with the right company because they normally own their owner operated.
Yeah.
Yeah. Either their father has purchased it because they came to the country with the
Yeah.
money and put them into the business,
Mhm.
or something. Yeah, make them kill them.
And they keep it all in the family.
All in the family, and that is the most important thing. If you're going to team, be married to them.
Yeah.
Be married to your partner because it's all
The
to
household.
The house.
The checks that I've made with LoShawn,
Mhm.
if it was a woman I was married to, bro, like we hit a $15,900 a week.
Balling, all to the house.
Oh my God. I'd have walked away with at least $9,900.
I tried to convince girlfriends,
They don't.
get a CDL.
Now, if you do, I'm setting up a you should join me on this. I'm setting up a ARI visit.
Oh my!
I talked to him and I said, 90% of the truckers that you're trying to sell to have no idea how to get a super slipper.
Yeah.
It's almost like a unicorn. They just can't get one. I want to come to where y'all are at and want to be walked through the process to get one.
Yeah, and I've been trying. Well, that's what I'm trying to do is I want to get on these lots.
Mm-hmm.
My truck tours built my channel.
Yeah.
My opinion in truck tours built my channel, and I'd love to go back to doing it. Now I'm not going to do truck moving again,
Mm-hmm.
but people like my opinion
Mhm.
because I try to be as honest as possible about it. This sucks. This doesn't suck. To me,
You should reach out to the ARI people.
I will. Yeah.
And see if they will let us come on. They will tell us from the beginning to end on how to get one,
Mhm.
and let us get about 2 test drives to look through.
Those things are amazing.
And oh my, I did one already. I did one here.
Did
The
you?
white one that was
Yep.
back there. I did that one. When I did Tiffany, I don't know if you know who Tiffany is, but Tiffany Hannah with Prime. I did a review on her truck. I got 130,000 hits on that truck.
Yeah, they're amazing. Uh-oh.
All right, we're out of here. Go to Patreon.